Alright folks, in this video we are going to create a deal 1 to client onboarding trigger inside of the system. So the first thing we're going to do is navigate over the triggers. And again, you have a few options here. If you're an enterprise user, you can simply navigate to the pre-built trigger template folders and you can choose when a deal stage it has gone to a campaign. When a deal stage has occurred in the system, a campaign enrolled. But we are going to start from scratch here for this example, and we are going to add a new folder. We're going to say 1, 2, new client. I'm going to create that new folder, add a new basic rule. It's going to say 1 to new client campaign, or however you want to entitle it. But we're going to find that 1 to new client, create that new rule, and then we will arrive at the trigger page where we can build this trigger out. So the trigger item is going to be when a deal is won. So deal won or lost, we are going to say in the sales pipeline, deal is won. We are going to add them to the new client onboarding campaign. So client onboarding, and in doing this you have quite a few options. So I don't want to limit you or put you in a box. You can enroll them in this campaign, you can add a tag saying client, which you can use in the future to broadcast a message to them, so on and so forth. So much functionality you can unlock just by adding a tag. You can send an SMS message to yourself. And that SMS message can say, new client. And then their first and last name. From there, you can send yourself an email letting yourself know that you've just sold a policy or a deal. You have just won a deal. You can add an activity to file away paperwork. You can add a collaborator, maybe a sub-user or an employee in your account is going to be reaching out to them automatically. And adding that activity and assigning it to that specific sub-user, you can have them reach out to them, adding them as a collaborator in the system, so they are able to also communicate with your lead, with your contact. You can include a webhook integration that will send data out to a direct mailer service to send out a direct mailer campaign to that new client. So many different things you can do. You can add new deals for the future. You can remind yourself automatically to catch up about an upsell in 5 months and 6 months. It's entirely up to you what you do with these triggers, but let's just keep it simple for now. We are going to add to the client onboarding campaign, sending all of the touch points that you have created in that client onboarding campaign, which is through marketing and then campaigns. We are going to add this tag so that we can easily target this person in the future to send out a broadcast, and then we are going to send ourselves a text message just letting ourselves know that we got a new client, that a new client has been slid over to 1, that a contact has been slid over to 1 in the deals pipeline. So we're going to go ahead and save, and then we're going to activate it. And here we are, it is running. So now if we go over to the deals pipelines and making sure we're in that sales pipeline, if we were to slide one of these over into 1, sliding it right over to 1, what it's going to do is automatically start enrolling them in that campaign. It's going to add that tag, and it's going to text whatever phone number you put in there that you just won a deal, that you have a new client. So that is just about it, actually, for sliding somebody over to one and therefore enrolling them in an entire sequence of actions from there. That is our one to client onboarding trigger creation inside of ClickCRM.